Picture this, a small team huddled around a cluttered table in San Francisco's Soma district, eyes darting between a whiteboard filled with scribbles and a laptop displaying plummeting user numbers. They're on the brink. Their idea looks promising, but growth feels stuck. What if I told you this struggle is not just common but almost scripted? Howard Love, co-founder of over 15 startups, reveals that every startup's journey maps out a hidden J-curve, the wild roller coaster of hope, struggle, and breakthrough. Ready to spot where you are on the curve? First off, understanding the terrain is half the battle. The J-curve isn't just a chart. It's a lifeline showing the startup's emotional and financial journey through 6 clear, messy stages. Howard shares the story of a Seattle-based startup, Zipscene, whose team launched with huge buzz but crashed hard as users didn't stick. The excitement faded, cash burned, and morale dipped, all hallmarks of the dreaded valley in the J-curve. Love compares this plunge to free-falling on a roller coaster before the climb. The key is not just falling but learning how to steer midair, that pivot. Small startups that shift strategy, product, or marketing groove out of the dip faster and stronger. Then comes the almost magical climb, product-market fit. Zipscene reworked their approach, ultimately transforming what felt like rejection into a takeover. The J-curve's payoff, struggle isn't failure, it's the prelude to explosive growth. In the chaos of startup life, every shiny new idea screams for attention. But Howard warns, chasing every distraction is a fast track to burnout and failure. Love recounts his investment in a startup obsessed with building every feature under the sun until the product felt like a Swiss Army knife nobody could use. Revenue stalled. Once the founders narrowed down to features that solved one clear customer pain, users and profits jumped. He likens focus to holding a magnifying glass over a single leaf to ignite a fire, too wide, and the heat dissipates. Metrics that track user behavior, retention, and revenue are the real pulses, not vanity numbers or social media likes. When Zipscene shifted focus solely to user engagement rather than chasing press or vanity metrics, energy concentrated, morale rose, and investors noticed. The insight: laser focus conserves limited resources and powers momentum on the journey up the curve. Behind the metrics and strategies, there's a hidden war: the founder versus self-doubt, stress, and isolation. Howard warns this internal struggle can wreck startups faster than market forces. Howard calls out a founder he mentored in Boulder who almost quit after months of silent struggle and endless setbacks. The breakthrough didn't come until he opened up, shared burdens with peers, and accepted failure as a step, not a verdict. Think of the founder's headspace like a pressure cooker. The right release valves matter. Building trusted allies, mentors, and co-founders acts as safety valves, preventing burnout and tunnel vision. As founders grow emotionally resilient, they make calmer decisions and inspire their teams to tough out the J-curve's dark phases. The paradox: the startup rises only when the founder rises. Remember that cramped room in San Francisco at Zipscene's low ebb? They didn't fail, they hit the valley on the J-curve. And just like that team, your struggle isn't the end, it's the bend before the climb. Try this: identify the stage you're in right now, pick one core metric to obsess over, and reach out to one person who can help shoulder your load. That's how you start turning the curve upwards. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.